Good morning. How are you today? Hope everything is fine. I'm ready for some yoga. Let's do a little warm up here, just in a seated position. Take a moment to focus inward and just connect with yourself. Maybe close the eyes and straighten up the back. Roll the shoulders up and back a few times to just get those shoulders loose. And then just let them hang through the weight of gravity. Let them go straight down. All right. Fantastic. Put your hands in a prayer pose. Focus inward. Recognize your true self and let your mind just let go of any worries, any thought processes, any plans, any to-do list. Don't worry about anything in the outside world. Focus on your internal universe right now. Take some long, deep, slow breaths in through the nose. And then either out through the nose or out through the lips, or do both at the same time. Let the air come out through both channels if you want. Let's lift our hands up overhead just a little bit. You can keep your elbows bent. We're just moving with the breath. Inhaling, we move up. Exhaling, we come down. And keep your eyes closed and focused on your inner world. Let's start to move the head with the hands, lifting the face, breathing in. Exhale, bring it down to your heart. You sit quiet for a moment before you breathe in this time. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, let it come down. And again, sit quiet for a moment. I love that quiet moment when the exhale is done and the inhale hasn't started yet. And the body seems to be in balance, not needing that next breath. Everything is fine. Inhale, let's lift it up and really reach up this time. Stretch up, look up at the ceiling or the sky if you're outdoors. Wiggle your fingers. Big breaths in and out. Really feel your rib cage expand and contract. Let's bring the right hand down and shift the weight over to the right hip. Both hands up, breathe in. Exhale, left hand down, shift your weight towards your left hip. Hello, Elena. Nice to see you today. Bring your right hand down, shift your weight. Stretch it up, breathe in. Exhale, bring it left hand down, shift your weight to your left hip. Let's keep it going 3 or 4 more times. Just let it be smooth and fluid, breathing as you move. Moving as you breathe. Slow and steady, deep and full, connected inside your mind, inside your body. Connect all the different chakras, all the different energy centers, and let your worries melt away. Let's breathe. All right, both hands up, stretch it up, breathe in, and bring those hands out to the side. Just let your hands rest on your legs or your knees or your thighs or your armchair arms if you're in a chair. And focus inward again. Take your breaths in through the nose, out through the lips. And just take a moment to think of something you're grateful for right now, something you're eternally and deeply grateful for. Let that gratitude fill your heart. Let it fill your chest. See if you can get it to expand outward even more, coming onto the outside of your body. gratitude, pushing out into the world love and peace, gratitude, appreciation, and joy. Starts here, let it expand and fill the world. It's what we need right now, folks. We need our love to be powerful. We need our peace to be the seed from which fruit will grow. A tree will grow and bear fruit. You have to believe that it's possible, because if we don't believe in peace, peace will start to wilt and shrink, and what takes its place is not peace. We need it. Thank you for that. Let's take a minute to stretch out our legs, and I'm going to scoot the camera back a little bit while you do that. Begin to flex your ankles in and out, up and down, back and forth. Stretch out those legs, flexing the ankles back and point, flex them back and point, flex them back and point, and let's just let our hands start to run from hips to ankles. Bending the body down over the legs as you reach for your feet. And just let your head look down at your knees or wherever your eyes cast down towards your legs. Come up, breathe in. Exhale, reach for the toes. Bend it down. Come on up, breathe in. And out. We're going to do a soft forward fold the next time, but before we do that, let's come up and spread the legs just a hair wider, maybe just a little wider than your hips, but not very much. And bend your knees and let your feet flop outward. Knees can bend just a little bit. We're going to try and bring our hands in the middle between the legs, so we can rub the hands towards the ankles and then walk your hands in. And walk your hands as far forward as you feel good about, and then maybe bring the elbows down inside the knees and round your back, drop your head. Allow the back of the knees to open like windows. Good morning, everybody. Hi, namaste. How are you doing? So happy you're with me today. We're in a forward fold, a very soft, leg open, a little bit forward fold, reaching the hands as far forward as they like, rounding the back, dropping the head, and just let your breath be light and little, because we're bent in half here and the lungs won't expand as much as you normally might expect them to. When you're ready, walk your hands against the floor up to bring the body up. Nice. Stretch your legs out straight, straight, straight again. Pull the flesh away from the sitting bones if that helps you. And flex the ankles for all they're worth. Really straight legs here and a really straight torso. Reach the arms straight up. So your body is shaped a little bit like a capital letter L. Big breath here, breathing in, reaching up. We're going to reach for the diagonal, so bring your body with a straight back, reach the top of your head and your fingertips towards the top of the wall beyond your feet. If you're outside, maybe just try and imagine where your 45-degree angle would be. Look down at your legs so your neck is straight. Don't stress out your neck. Really reach, very vibrant, lots of energy behind the knees, pushing the ankles and the heels down into the ground and the hips. Keep reaching. Keep breathing. Strong breath here. Beautiful. Keep it going. Reach, stretch. Let's come up, back into our capital L position. Stretch it up, breathe in. Exhale, reach for the diagonal again. Looking down at your legs. Don't stress out your neck. Come back up, breathe in, reach up. And this time we're going to go to reaching beyond our toes. Look down at your legs so your neck is straight and reach beyond your toes. Imagine there's a basket of fruit just on the other side of your feet and a banana sitting on the very top of that basket of fruit, and you're trying to reach for it. But you're looking down at your knees. The top of your head is reaching. And your fingertips. Keep it going. Keep breathing. vibrant in the legs. Let's reach it up, stretch it up, breathe it in. If that's too much for you, always just adapt. Push against your legs, push against the floor, and bring yourself up. The purpose of these yoga exercises and yoga sessions with me every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 o'clock, the purpose is for you to feel better. So if you push too hard, if you stretch too far, you may not feel better, you may feel worse, and we don't want that. So everything that I suggest is just that, a suggestion. Take it slow. Listen to your body. Be gentle. Appreciate everything you have. If you can't flex forward as far as me, that's no reason to be angry at your body. I love my body. Please also love your body. It's not perfect, but hey, could be a lot worse. You know that's true. All right, let's take the right leg and bend the knee. Bring it up close to the heel, close to the hip. And go ahead and just wrap your arms around that knee and hug it into the chest. Thank you. Release. And send that heel out to the side. Bring your arm inside the shoulder and the elbow inside the knee that's bent. We're going to reach out over that long, straight leg as if there's a basket of fruit. Reach for it. Stretch it forward. Let's put our hands on the floor. Push us back up. Again, reach out. Hands to the floor. Push yourself up. One more time. Reach out beyond your toes. And hands to the floor. Push yourself up. Change legs. Let's bring the left knee up, heel close to your hip, and arms wrap around your leg, your bent knee. Squeeze it into the chest. Nice. All right, we're going to move the heel out to the side and reach beyond the straight leg's toes. Reach. Hands to the floor. Push yourself up. Take a breath. Exhale, reach beyond your toes, reach, 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 vibrant reaching, stretch it out, reach. And hands to the floor, push yourself up, take a breath in. Exhale, one more time, reach. Looking down. Hands to the floor, push yourself up, straighten out those legs again. Take your hands to the top of your thighs, slide them towards your ankles, and go a little farther if you can. See if you can wrap your fingers around your toes. Look down at your knees and just a gentle pull, gentle, gentle, pull, and up. Exhale down, pull, release, come up a little bit and breathe. Exhale, come forward, pull gently, and lift it up, breathe in, push yourself up. Nice. I got a whole bunch of comments here on my page. I'm going to have to look at them later, guys. Hope that's okay. All right, we're going to do something similar. We're going to bend that right knee and bring it up. But this time we're going to take our peace fingers and wrap them around your big toe. And then lift and bring that heel up to horizontal with the calf, the shin. And the knee comes back by your armpit or shoulder or ear even. Think about bringing your heel a little bit like it wants to come back towards your ear, and the knee goes way back. Lift your other hand straight out and imagine you're playing at archery, holding your bow and arrow steady and looking into the distance, aiming at a target. Remember, if you're doing archery, you've got to be steady and smooth and still. But keep breathing. Focus your eyes beyond what is visible to an imaginary distant target. A little bit of a drishti exercise as well. All right, good. Put the foot down. Let the knee hang out to the side for a moment. Bring it up and straighten the leg. Let's try the other side. Bring the knee in. 2 fingers, your peace fingers, around your big toe. Pick that heel up and send it back. Start to aim your bow and arrow at the distance, your distant drishti point, aiming steady. But keep breathing. Control. Nice. Push it down. to the heel to the ground and let the knee flop out. Just sit like that for a moment. Bring it up, stretch it out. Let's do a forward fold again. Stretch towards your ankles. Grab a hold of your heels or the side of your foot. Gently pull, straightening the back and lifting the head in that 45-degree angle. A nice gentle pull on the legs. Stretching the lower back against the length of the legs with strong arms, strong hands gripping the feet. Nice. Whew. All right, walk up. Come on back into seated. Take a moment to just sit quiet, having stretched the hips out a little bit, stretch the legs out a little bit. Let's bring our attention back to the upper thorax, the neck and shoulders and upper chest, where we hold so much tension and anxiety these days. So we're just going to take the right hand and place it on the right shoulder. And you shrug the shoulder back as if the hand is in control of the shoulder. The elbow is making a little bit of a circle, but not an extreme circle. We're just working with the shoulder here. Breathe in as you move up and back, and out as you come down and forward. Let's go the other way. Keep breathing. Nice. Other side. Hand to the shoulder, grip the shoulder, and imagine that the hand is in control of the shoulder as it moves, shrugging up and back. Breathe in and out. Let's go the other way. Breathe a lot. Nice. Thank you for that. Beautiful. Take a moment to let your shoulders sink down and lengthen your neck. Let the top of your head reach up and bring your heart a little higher in your chest. I like to think about the chest, the heart rising up like a bubble in molasses or some thick syrup. The shoulders sinking down to allow the heart to rise, as if the molten material is sinking around the bubble as the bubble rises up. So that's a good visualization for you as you imagine your heart lifting up, rising up, floating up. Top of the head also rising up, lengthening the neck. Let your shoulders and torso melt down as your heart lifts up. Let's keep the back and the shoulders just as they are, but drop your chin down to your chest or the base of your neck. Let your neck really let go, and let the head be heavy. Release your belly so your neck can really let go. I'm just going to sit here for about 5 breaths. Let the head relax. Let the neck relax. Move your chin 1 inch to the right, halfway to your armpit or so, and just stay right there. Every time you exhale, let the neck relax more and chin sink farther down, forehead sink farther down. But keep your back straight. Keep breathing throughout. Let's go 1 more inch to the right. Now your chin is pointing a little bit towards your armpit, but keep relaxed through the neck. Keep the back straight and the shoulders level. Release your belly. Continue to breathe. And then slowly let the head drop back down to the middle. And here we stop and breathe 5 long, slow breaths. Release your neck. Now we go 1 inch to the left, halfway to your armpit or so. Stay right here. Continue to try to let the neck let go of the
weight of the head. Let it just fall. And stretch that muscular, sinewy material in the back of the neck. Let it stretch. Let it relax. Create some space back there between the vertebrae. Let's go 1 more inch to the left. Now our chin points a little bit towards the left armpit. Hold, breathe, relax your neck. And slowly back to the middle. Let's move left and right, smooth and slow, all the way from armpit to armpit. If any particular spot feels sensitive, tight, painful, tension, you're certainly welcome to stop. I encourage you to stop and let that spot relax. Talk to it and tell it it's okay, you can let go. And once it's let go, continue to move left and right, back and forth, breathing all the while. Nice. Let's move the chin all the way to the right shoulder and lift your face up level. Now know that if you're a little bit constrained in your neck's full range of motion, you're not going to judge yourself. You're just going to go to the edge of your range of motion and acknowledge that that is your edge of your range, and then breathe. Let's come back to the middle and all the way to the other side. Take it slow. Stay here and breathe. Come back to the middle, and let's just go easy, right and left, right and left. Breathing in and out. One more time. Come back to the middle. Keep those shoulders down. Let's tilt the right ear towards the right shoulder. You can think about the corner of your jaw in front of your earlobe reaching up, which puts a nice stretch on the side of the neck. And you can take your left hand and reach it out towards the floor, fingertips reaching for the floor to create even a longer stretch into the shoulder. Beautiful. Breathe in and lift that head slowly up. Put your hand on your knee. Take a few breaths here. Beautiful. I feel your vibe today so strongly. I'm really feeling peaceful, and I'm so grateful for that. Let's tilt the head the other way, left ear coming down, reaching for the left shoulder, and the right hand reaching out for the floor. Stretch it out and reach the fingertips away from the hip. Inhale, slowly bring the head up. Take it slow. Let your hand come back to rest on your knee. Thank you for that. Beautiful. Let's bring our weight a little bit back onto our hips and put our hands on our knees and then rock back a little more. Bring the feet up. Find yourself in the boat pose. You have your hands on your knees or behind your knees, or maybe let go of your hands from your knees altogether and find your balance on your tailbone. Once you get your balance nice and strong and steady, reach your right fingers towards your left toes and just a little bit straighten out your right leg. And alternate fingers to toes. We're just going to do a little ab work. The straighter you can get your leg when you're stretching it out, the more it works your core. So that's a goal for you to work for. Come on and do a few more of these with me. 3, 2, 1. We're not going to do 10 today because we're just in the early part of our exercise. Bring the legs down and get ready to stretch out on your yoga mat. Knees are bent, heels are close to the hips.
And arms come up into a surrender position, or a cactus, saguaro cactus from Arizona, where the limbs come out and up. Rock your pelvis and push your lower back strong into the floor. Squeeze the belly in. Release your chest. Let your chest be completely uninvolved in this pressure that we're creating in the lower body. Push the lower back down into the mat strong. Squeeze the belly in. If you have enough energy in your hips and thighs, squeeze those too. Get that Kegel activated. Squeeze it in the inner groin. Tight, tight, tight. Squeeze in. But most of our attention is pushing the lower back down. That's where the real effort should be focused. All right, release. Wow, that was a lot. Let's move both knees to the left and just hang out here for a moment. Breathe deep. Release the hips. Relaxation in yoga is very much like an onion with lots and lots of layers. You say relax and you feel like you have relaxed, but then you realize there's another layer of tension inside, deeper inside, protecting us. But you know what? This is your chance to relax even that. You don't need to be protected from anything right now. You're doing yoga. You're safe and at peace. When you release and relax, all the cells of the body get a chance to release their toxins, their waste products, and let them flush out through the bloodstream, through the fascia, through the lymphatic system. Eventually you can exhale and right back out into the air. Carbon dioxide and other tension, other toxins as well. Let's bring the knees up and over to the other side. And again, relax. If this is not good for you, adjust where your heels are, where your feet are. Deep relaxation in the mind as well as the body. Beautiful deep restorative breath there, and we bring the knees up. Let's bring the knees to the chest now. And we're going to do something a little different here. We're going to rock left and right. Make sure your hips are nice and flat on the ground. Cross your ankles and really hook your feet together so you can hold your legs just so with the ankles being hooked. And bring your knees down, your heels down. Find balance. Keep your feet hooked so that you can relax the legs. And bring the left knee to the ground. Shift over to your left hip and back up. Right knee to the ground. Over onto your right hip and back up. Left knee to the ground and up. Right knee to the ground and up. Left knee goes over and stays for a moment. 2 breaths here. Come back up. Right knee to the ground. Stay here for 2 breaths. And up. Cross your ankles the other way. And let's do it again. Left knee to the ground and up. Right knee to the ground and up. Keep breathing. Rocking the hips. Letting the legs be soft and relaxed. Just letting the ankles be crossed to keep the feet in control of the legs. Let's stay on the left here for 2 breaths. And just come back up, over to the right. Right knee to the ground, 2 breaths. Up, stretch your legs up to the ceiling. Keep those arms on the ground. Circle your ankles around and around. Change direction whenever you feel like it. Flex the ankles and point the toes. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and hold. Point and hold. And just bring your toes back. Keep the ankles pointed. Flex the toes, point the toes. Flex the toes, point the toes. Flex and point. Flex the toes, flex the ankles, bend the knees down. And up, point the toes. Flex down, up, point the toes. Keep it going. 10, point up. Flex down. 8, flex down, point up. 7, flex down, point up. 6, down. 5, down. 4, nice point. 3, and 2, beautiful. And 1. Keep your ankles flexed, stretch the legs up, and let's go for a little walk. Walk in the sky, walk in the air, as if you're walking on your ceiling. Straight legs if possible, ankles flexed. So the work is really in the hips, the back of the thighs. Put your feet together, put your knees together, and bend the knees. Bring the heels to the ground. And take a moment to bring your feet to the best position to, again, tilt your pelvis and push your lower back down into the floor. Squeeze your belly in. Squeeze your hips. Squeeze your buttocks. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your kegel in the middle of your groin. Squeeze everything tight from the belly button to the knees. Push the lower back down onto the floor hard. That's your main focus. It is not easy. Keep breathing. And don't let your chest feel the tightness and the pressure. Keep your chest uninvolved in the squeezing. A lot going on. Even though it doesn't look like you're doing anything, there's a lot going on. Okay, release, relax, stretch your legs all the way out. And let's move those arms above the head for one of those beautiful good morning stretches where the body is stretched as long as you can possibly reach from fingertips to toes, and expand your rib cage. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale with a yawn or sigh. Release. Beautiful, thank you. We're going to move over onto our left side here. Find yourself in the fetal position. Your head can rest on your arm, or it can rest on a pillow if you have a pillow handy and want to use that. Maybe your shoulders, your natural pillow, and you're happy with that. Let your upper hand, your right hand, rest on your hip. Bend the knees and stack them up. Take your right hand and reach it out for the wall beyond your feet. Take your top leg and reach it out through the heel. Bring it up. Bring both up, slowly up. Find your full range of motion wherever or whatever it might be. And match your movement to your breath. So here we try to move slow and steady. And the music stopped. Why is that? Music. Keep moving. I don't know why my music stopped. Very strange. Must be my speaker. Sorry about that. Wow. Okay, we're moving the leg and arm up with inhale and down with exhale. Slow and smooth. Let it rise with your breath. And sink with your exhalation. 2 more. Let them come down. Bring your leg forward and your arm back, and then arm forward, leg back. Don't let this be a gigantic move. If it's not comfortable for you, it can be small. And I'm going to move it a little bit so the foot can actually go back. There we go. All right, back to fetal position for a rest. And then take your hand and move it over your head all the way up. Stretch your leg out, lift and touch the feet to the hand, and come down. Stretch through the side body. Put a little extra stretch here in the side. Lift the torso off the ground as you reach. Sink it down, and then lift the hand and foot to touch at the top and down. Match your breathing to your movement. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, sink and stretch at the end of it. 3 more. All right, we're going to bend the elbow and knee, scrunch it up, reach it out, scrunch it up, reach it out, scrunch it up, reach it out. Bring the elbow to the knee, reach. 3 more. Grab the knee, place it on the ground in front of your chest. Stretch out your lower leg so the knee is straight. Reach it out as far as it can go. Stretch it out. And then send your right shoulder back for the ground and look up at the ceiling. Open your arms out. Spinal twist. Beautiful. When you're ready, roll back onto your back and find yourself once again just resting on your back, legs stretched out, arms out to the side. Beautiful Savasana. Just let yourself be heavy on the ground. Very relaxed, but very aware of your breath and your energy levels throughout the body. Feel your heart beating in your chest. Feel or imagine you feel the blood flowing all the way to your fingertips, all the way to your toes, and back up to be pumped again by the heart. Take 2 or 3 more breaths before we get ready to do our other side.
Bluetooth mode.
Yeah, that was my speaker.
AF mode.
It just helps a little bit to have some music. I do love my music, as you know. Okay, we're getting ready to move over to the other side. Roll over onto your right hip now. Fetal position. We're going to stretch out the hand, reach for the wall beyond your feet. Stretch out the top leg, reach through the heel. Lift slowly up as you breathe in. Exhale, sink it back down, slow, controlled, smooth, graceful even. And most important, totally connected to your breath. Breathing in when you come up. And out when your leg and arm are coming down.
3 more. Slow it down just a hair. Last one, even slower. Rest in fetal position again. We're going to bring the leg forward and the arm back, and then switch. Switch it, and switch. Kick forward, reach back. Reach forward, kick back. Keep it going. And come back to fetal. Rest for a moment. Take your arm up and all the way over, reaching above your head. Stretch the leg out, and let's bring them up to touch. And open it down. Breathe as you move. Move as you breathe. Deep, slow, steady, aware, appreciative, grateful. Plant your seed of joy and peace and love. Let your tree grow tall, bear fruit. Remember, when you're doing this stretch, we stretch the side body a little bit, bringing the torso off the ground. So it's hips and shoulders, but the middle here is up. 2 more times. Stretch and up. Stretch and rest. Going to bring that knee in and the elbow in to touch elbow to knee, and then reach it out. Pick the pace up so it's a little more like traditional exercise. We're crunching. Crunch the side and the waist. And stretch. Breathe as you move. Exhale when you scrunch. Scrunch, reach. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Scrunch it up, grab the knee, put it on the ground in front of your chest, stretch out your lower leg. Make it all the way straight and reach the toes beyond where they are, and bring your shoulder back, your left shoulder back. Open your chest to the ceiling or the sky. Face the ceiling or the sky. Modify whatever is just right for you right now. Make it your spinal twist. Reclined on the ground. Deep relaxation. And then when you're ready, come back onto your side for a little rest in fetal position. Close the eyes and let your body be really heavy and comfortable. When you're ready, we're going to roll onto the belly and stretch the arms out. Again, like a surrender pose with the elbows bent. Chances are your head is laying on one side, which was your dominant side. If it's possible, try to pick it up and put it on your other side for a moment. Hands under your shoulders now and come up onto hands and knees. Table position. Quadruped, if you like that term. Make sure you have a nice strong table with your wrists right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips, fingers spread wide. Sway your back down and look up to the tops of your eye sockets. Lift your chin. Lift your tailbone. And now we come back to a flat table and drop your head, drop your tailbone. Arch the back up. Bring your belly button in like you want your belly button to touch your spine. Suck it way in. Let's just move the body back and forth between the arch and the sway, the cat and the cow. Arch it up for cat, sway it down for cow. Two more. Let's take the left hand and reach it forward, and then as we breathe in, lift it up overhead and back by your hip, and then bring the hips close to the heels and circle the arm around. In, breathe out. Go the other way, up over the top, forward, and down, sway it back. One more time, and back to table position, cat, cow. All right, nice table. Reach the right hand forward this time. Bring it up over your shoulder, overhead, and then sink back to your heels with your hips coming to your heels. Bring the arm back and under, up and around. Forward, up, back, sink your hips, and back to table and up. Let's come back to strong table. Arch it up, sway it down, lift the face, back and forth. Beautiful. Widen out your knees and bring your big toes to just barely touch behind your pelvis and sink your hips back onto those heels. Bend your elbows and lay your chest down on the ground, the side of your face down on the ground. Relax in wide-legged child's pose. And then back up to table pose. Let's do a little pigeon pose. Bring the right knee in between the hands and let the heel come off to the side and slide back onto the front of your left thigh. The right foot is out to the side a little bit, not right underneath your hips. Pressing the hands into the ground, lift your heart and send your shoulders back and down. Lift your face, shoulders out of your ears. Sleeping pigeon, bow the head down by the knee. Arms can come palm up by your hips. Hands to your ground underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up and revisit beautiful pigeon pose, lifting the face and the sternum. Send the shoulders back and down, away from your ears. Okay, here we're going to rock back onto our right hip. Rock back and sit. Bring this left foot out a little bit forward and sit in straddle. Arms above your legs. Palms up. Twist your arms so your little fingers are reaching up for the ceiling and your palms open up to the back of the room. Lift up, breathe in. Prayer hands down. Lift up, breathe in. Open wide, twist your hands so that the little finger reaches up for the ceiling and the palms are looking back behind you. Up again we go, breathe in. Prayer hands down. Keep the spine lifting throughout this moment. And open the arms. Let's do our imaginary table right in front of our chest, all the way up to the chest. On top of the table are myriad of marbles. Each marble represents something you love, someone you love, someone who loves you, anything you want. We're just reaching our arms out. Reach out and grab all the marbles off the table, scoop them up and bring them right into your heart. Imagine each one represents a crystal of pure love from your wonderful, wonderful family and friends and acquaintances. Reach and breathe in. 2 more times. Take some big breath as you reach. Let's try the other hand. Reach, bring it in. Reach, bring it in. Reach and bring it in. One more time. Bring both hands in. Cross them right over your heart. Close the eyes. Take a moment for the gratitude that inevitably fills your heart when you think of all your friends, all your family, all your loved ones, and all the things you love, maybe your favorite animals, your favorite music, your favorite food, your favorite places. Nice. Let's just slide our hands from hips to ankles, one way and then the other. Let the body be supple, flexible, free, move. Let's express how we feel about ourselves. Graceful, express with your arms and move them from tips of your toes. Touch the tips of your toes. Bring it over. Put a smile on your face, lighten your heart. Yes, we're living in serious times. Yes, we're living in stressful times. But even so, you're alive. You're moving. You're doing yoga. You're sending your peaceful spirit forward and out in all directions. 3 more times on both sides. 1, 2, and 3. Coming up now. Reach the hands up. Little fingers reaching up for the ceiling, hands reaching back. In the chest. Lift the arms. Breathe in. Prayer hands down. Bow the head and stay here for a moment. Rock back on your hips and bend this left knee. Send that foot out to the side. This leg's got to go back and turn a little bit so you're on the front of your thigh. So sit onto your left hip, face left over your left knee, and now we toes, knee, get it in place. And then we bring our hands to support our beautiful pigeon posture. Lift your sternum, lift your face, let your heart shine forward with love and joy. Sleep the pigeon down, let your face come close to your knee, forehead maybe come all the way down, hands can rest, palms up by your hips. Hands to the floor under your shoulders. Push yourself up and revisit that beautiful pigeon pose posture. Hands strong on the ground now. Lift your hips up and come back to table pose.
just find yourself in a strong, stable quadruped pose. Arch and sway a few times. Let's turn the toes under and walk the hands forward and push up into plank. Strong plank where our whole body is straight and strong. Hold your plank. Flex those ankles as much as you can. Push through the Achilles tendon and heel back. 2 more breaths. And we lift the hips, drop the head. Walk your feet to a good place for downward dog. Stretch the hips up and back. Push away with your hands. Drop your head between your arms. Let's walk the dog. Left hip, right hip. Left heel, right heel. Sway left and right. Pick one heel up and then the other. Hips moving left and right. And then walk your feet a little closer together. Big toes touching. All the weight on your left foot. If you want, you can pick your right foot up and reach for the ceiling. 3-legged dog. When you're ready, bring it down. Switch feet. Try the other side. And down. Take a moment to adjust. Feet are wider than your hips. Bring your hands in front of your feet. Bring all your weight onto your feet, onto your heels, and onto your balls of your feet, behind your toes. Rock your weight a little bit forward and back. Be careful, don't go too far and fall. Rock your weight left and right. Let's bring the left hand and the right hand to the right ankle and your head down by your right knee. Right hand is going to reach out and up. Look up at the ceiling or look up at the direction of the ceiling as much as you can. And bring it down. Hands back to the middle, sway left and right. Let's go to the left ankle, both hands on the left ankle, right. Your nose goes to your left knee, and your left hand is going to reach out and up. And maybe you can look a little bit in the direction of the ceiling. And come down, back to the middle, sway left and right. Back to the middle, bend your knees, hands on your knees. Push your knees away. Find yourself working your way slowly back up to standing. Take a minute to just find your balance and your beautiful mountain pose with your feet right under your heels, right under your hips. Toes pointing forward, toes spread wide. Energy in the feet, lifting through the knees, lifting through the thighs, tucking the belly in, tucking the tailbone under, lifting the sternum and the heart. Lifting the face, arms, roll the shoulders back, palms forwards, fingers spread wide. Stand tall. Breathe with strength and confidence and awareness of the body's energies. Let's raise our hands up, reach up, breathe in. Reach as tall as you can, taller, more. Feel the sides of the body reaching up, underneath the armpits, reach it up. And let your right hand sink down. Watch it sink, let it go all the way to hang by your right side down towards your ground. Reach the left fingers up, look down at your right hand. Reach that right hand back up slowly, let it rise like steam, breathing in as you reach up. Big reach up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Watch it slowly sink. Let it hang by your leg. Reach your right hand up. Look down at your left hand. And reach that left hand back up, slowly rising up. Breathe in, stretch up. And
Out we go with our hands, down, bend the knees and do a little swim. Let's go backstroke. Reach both hands up, stretch it up, breathe in. Whew. And I see our hour is already gone. How did that happen? I am not sure. Thank you so much for joining me today for yoga. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope everything is wonderful in your world. If not, find peace and comfort and contentment through meditation, prayer, and connection with yourself, your true self, which is a little bit of God living inside of you. I'm so grateful for each of you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. It's October 8th. That's an important day. Namaste.